My father was a noble man, and a true scholar. My heart is still heavy with the loss of my father.
It is good to see you again, my friend. Did you find the elves at their ship? I know you faced great danger to bring this map to me. There are no words to tell how glad my heart is. Thank you, brave one. I name you Friend of the Skull, and I will trust you with the knowledge of forging Stalrim. If you bring Stalrim here to my forge, you can use my tools to make what you will from it. Until our next meeting, Skull friend. May your hunts always bring you game, and your crops grow tall and bountiful. Fear to think what would have happened if you hadn't saved me from the elves. Take a look.
I heard from Dior how you went in search of Baldur. That was very brave, and in fact, that's just the kind of courage I'm looking for. Quite right, quite right. This, however, is paying work. Allow me to explain. As a scholar of history, I've always found Solstheim to be most intriguing. I've made many forays into the ancient ruins that cover the island. I've come to know those ruins so well, I could draw you a map from memory. That's why I noticed the new passage the moment I laid eyes on it. An old tomb, I think. It must have been opened by an earthquake that accompanied one of the Red Mountain's eruptions. I'd love to have a closer look. Those old ruins can be dangerous, and I'm no adventurer. I'll pay you to watch my back down there. I'll be heading back there soon. If you're interested, meet me at the ruins and we'll see what we can find. Now I'm off to pack for the expedition.
I've seen outsiders in our village before, but none were like you. That's right. I want to go out into the world and earn great glory. I want to hunt the deadliest creatures and claim vast riches. I'm wary of living in this village. I want to do something with my life other than farm, fish, and hunt deer. I know it must be hard for an adventurer such as you to understand this, but we Skaal live very boring lives. There is truth in your words. She has not been herself since my father's death. I can see that in my eagerness for adventure, I have forgotten my duties as a son and as a Skaal. You have helped me to see wisdom, and I thank you for that, Skaal friend.
Have you put those thieving bandits to the sword? Your kindness warms my heart as sunlight warms the skin on a cold day. The Skaal are once again in your debt, outsider. Good day.
Perhaps I'll need some rope. Oh, who am I trying to fool? My age, I'll be lucky if I can climb a steep set of stairs. Let's see. I ought to bring a few torches, and certainly my journal, so that I can write down my observations. Now, where did I leave that book on dragon language translation? I wonder if I should find something warmer to wear. It's got to be here somewhere. Perhaps I'll need some rope. Oh, what am I trying to do? My age, I'll be lucky if I can climb a steep set of stairs. Curse my lack of organization. I know that book is here.
My father was a noble man, and a true Skal. My heart is still heavy with the loss of my father. I still cannot believe that Storn is gone. I have been preparing for it all my life. There is no question that I'm ready, but it is not right that I should say this, because I must honor my father's wishes, but this is a path I never chose. I always thought that I would be a great hunter, or even a village chieftain. Not if Fenari has anything to say about it. When it comes to being chieftain, she is like a wolf with her jaws clamped tight upon a fresh kill. But that's all right. The Skal need a shaman, and I know that is my place. I'll make her guide you. It's an honor to serve the Skal as shaman, but I still miss my father. My father was a noble man, and a true Skal. It's good that our people are now free. We can attempt to restore balance to our home.
Remarkable, isn't it? This tomb has been hidden for, well, who knows how long. Many centuries, I would. I've had a look around, and the only interesting thing I've found is this inscription here, and a switch below it. Now, I'm not sure if you can read the dragon language, but this seems to be a riddle of some sort. A sacrifice will bring you closer to that which you seek. I wonder what it means. Mind your step. There seem to be some corpses strewn about on the floor here. I wonder if this fire pit has anything to do with the ritual. You go ahead and see what you can figure out. I'll look around and see if I can find anything useful. Wonder if I should have brought more torches. At times like this, history truly comes alive for me. Perhaps something is meant to go into the fire? Why don't you lead the way? A wise man knows when to retreat. Watch out! We have company. This is what I hired you for. This is clearly in the same tradition as the Draugr tombs of Skyrim. This is most exciting, wouldn't you agree? 3 pillars. Other than that plaque, there doesn't seem to be anything else worthy of note. Let's see what the inscription says. All men must die, often by their own means. Sounds rather grim if you ask me. The inscription must be a reference to these pillars. Three pillars surrounding a central one. Perhaps they're connected somehow. They also have glowing stones of some kind at the top. They look vaguely similar to drawings I've seen of objects called impact stones. Well, see what you can figure out. I'm going to inspect these pillars further to see if I've missed something. That's the trick. Let's be extra careful. There you go. Now let's see what mysteries await us in the next room. a sage bit, but I really mean I can translate the inscription. The writing describes a guardian who defeated someone named Mirak. In fact, if I'm reading this correctly, it says that Mirak was a traitor. Most interesting. There's probably an exit through one of these sarcophagi. Let's get moving. We might well be the first to set foot in here since this tomb was sealed. Let's be extra careful. So that's where it goes. Now, let's see if we can find the other half